She started doing everything fast when she was a baby. She walked at 9 months. She spoke pretty early on.
Very early.
So we never thought that she would have had any issues when she started school. When she started kindergarten, we noticed that she just wasn't catching on to reading.
You kept noticing more and more that this just isn't normal. She should be learning these things easily, and it's just not coming easily.
I think it was just really hard because I just kind of felt like it was just me. Like I was the only one not learning anything, but everybody else was learning everything really fast.
You could see her kind of getting angry and maybe even resentful against the other kids because they were just passing her by, and she's kind of a competitive person by nature, and so.
As a parent, you start getting frustrated and emotional that you've seen one child, an older child, get it and pick it up fine, and they can read, do everything they're supposed to, and then your next kid isn't getting taught well, the teachers are doing what they're supposed to, but they're just not getting it. And it's frustrating because you can see that they want to learn, they want to do it correctly, and you know that if your child starts getting behind, you're digging a hole you can't get out of. I was really afraid that was going to happen to Sawyer, but Team Lab changed all that.
Students are very intuitive, and when they feel like they're not successful, when they feel like they're not good at something, we don't want them to feel like, I am not a good reader, I am not good at math.
We did get the diagnosis back for Sawyer, and it came back as moderate to severe dyslexia and dysgraphia.
Your brain sees a B, but you write a D. They see it, but they need to be taught differently how to write that B or D or other letters that can easily just get turned around.
Whenever I found out that I had dyslexia, it made me feel better because I knew that I could actually get help for it now. Because whenever I didn't know that I had it, I was just not getting help at all.
It was really incredible to see how they were able to change how she learned, and the changes came fast and all in a positive way. I wouldn't say it was after a couple of months, but in a short period of time, in my opinion, she was so much better and started catching up to the other students very fast. It's definitely emotional to see Sawyer go through these struggles, and then now you see your youngest daughter, Emery, going through the same struggles as Sawyer did. To me, it seemed like, oh wow, here we go again.
When I started reading, it didn't make sense at all, and I didn't like books. And then now that I'm reading a lot and going to Team Lab, it's like helping me, and now I really like reading.
Team Lab also serves students who don't come to us with already pre-identified disabilities. We work with classroom teachers to recognize students at the very beginnings of when they start to struggle. When we recognize that a student might have a challenge in the areas of reading, we can be on that.
When I first noticed Sawyer struggling, I felt like I'd done something wrong, or I didn't work enough with her as she was growing up. And now with Emery, I don't feel that way. I feel hopeful that they've already started her off on the right foot and that she's not going to struggle like Sawyer did.
There's lots of students that need just a little help, and Team Lab does that in such a way that it includes them with their normal friends and their classes and not feel singled out.
I feel good now that I can actually pick up a book and just start reading it whenever I want, and that I don't have to be afraid to go and ask teachers for help if I'm not understanding stuff too.
The happiest, saddest day of my life is when I can sit across the table from a parent and say, I love your child, but your child no longer needs me.
My advice for somebody who's coming to Team Lab for the first time would be to not be afraid, because we're all in for the same thing and we're all learning the exact same stuff and we're all just trying to get better.
Tucker wants to go to Team Lab too, but sadly it's only for humans.
OLP has made me way more confident in all of my school, and it's made me feel like I'm ready for high school and that I can just keep going on with my life.
It is emotional to talk about Team Lab and how much it's helped. She'll be going into high school soon, and I was told that she's already reading at a 12th grade level. So many years ago that that wouldn't even have been a thought. And as a 7th grader, to hear that, it's just my hat's off to Team Lab and everything they do.